Officially, the first time we met, we were at the Town Tavern in Lewisburg. We talked the whole night. We were hanging out, and then we started talking sporadically through Facebook and exchanged phone numbers. And it was really like about, before we started officially dating, about a 3-year process of just quips here and there. Then eventually, one day at work, she sent me this big care package for my birthday before we were dating. And then there must have been like 12 little thoughtful presents with a cute little note attached to every one. And that's when I realized that I was probably in this for the long haul.
I believe it was Chad's friend Todd who introduced you originally, but it took over a year for you to actually talk to one another. At least that's what I remember. However, God was at work in both of you in preparing you through that year and how He wanted to design your marriage.
It was the day after Christmas of 2013. My brother and I spent the day with my mom, Christmas Eve, and then we decided to go to the Town Tavern the next day. And Chad never really said this before, but he said, "You have this girl I want you to meet, Brent." This was the first time I had the pleasure of meeting Dana. I'll never forget the smile that Chad had on his face that night. And Chad doesn't really have a smile; he has this little smirk that he does, and it was his smirk. And then you knew right away that was it. That night, I called my fiance at the time and said, "I think Chad found the one."
Dana, you're the best thing that's ever happened to me. A chance meeting, a crush, a series of Facebook texting and flirting for months. Then one day, I had a package from you sent to the Ronald McDonald House. Babe, at that point, I knew I deeply cared about you. Our story is unique. It was challenging, yet through the struggles and the countless best moments of my life, we were able to become husband and wife. I do not know how I got to be so lucky to share my life with the best person I've ever met, and the person that I care about the most. You are my blessing. 9/8/17 is the day I spend the rest of my life with my everything.
Oh. Whole dress stuff was worth it. Dave, this is...
You like it?
She's the most thoughtful person you could ever meet. She gives so much. She deserves this day to be entirely for her and about her, and I'm really excited for her to have this day. Dana, I appreciate everything you do. I can't explain enough how lucky I am to be in this position and how I love us entirely, and I think we're going to do amazing things together.
Chad, will you have Dana Marie to be your wedded wife? Will you listen to her innermost thoughts and stand by her faithfully in sickness and health, and preferring her above all others for as long as you both shall live?
I will.
And now, Dana, I would ask you, would you have Chad to be your wedded husband? Will you listen to his innermost thoughts, be considerate and tender in your care of him, and stand by him faithfully in sickness and in health, accepting full responsibility for his every necessity for as long as you both shall live?
I will.
And now, Chad, you may kiss your bride. Ladies and gentlemen, it's my privilege to introduce to you for the very first time, Mr. and Mrs. Chad Sample.
You are the harbor set on my shore. You are the shelter from every storm. This is where I call home. When I'm lost at sea in waters unknown, you are the current pulling me close. This